Hello everyone, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. Happy 2025. Happy New Year, my friends. I'm so glad to welcome you on my YouTube channel. We're going to get back to card making and enjoy making some handmade cards. I will say that I really enjoyed creating cards with the Spellbinders Advent Calendar, and I enjoyed making videos featuring those cards. Typically, in the past, I tried to do longer videos that featured several cards per video. And while I enjoy that format, I also enjoyed creating videos for the Advent calendar where I only made one card and I focused on creating a card rather than on a technique. And I will say that I kind of missed that during the few days off that I took. And I thought maybe I should do that more often. Maybe instead of creating a bunch of cards with a collection or a new release, I just make one card or maybe several cards, but break them down into several videos and share those with you. So I will see if I can do that. I will attempt to do that. You guys, please be sure to let me know in the comments if you enjoy this format more than one longer video with a bunch of different card examples. Again, I'm not sure what I will do, but like I said, I am enjoying the quicker videos, the shorter videos, a nice and quick video where I just show how to make a card. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a card using a new collection from Spellbinders and Jaycee Gaspar called Jack of All Trades. This is, I will say, a revolutionary collection because it is a collection of products to create cards that look like playing cards. Oh my gosh, right? It is so clever. It's so genius. When I saw this collection, I was in awe. I was amazed. So today I have a card to share. It's a birthday card because once again, I'm all out of birthday cards in my stash. So I'm showing you how to make a card using some of the products from Jaycee's collection. I have many more ideas in my head, and if I have time, I will create more cards and hopefully film more videos for you. So right now I'm starting by die cutting a shape, one of the playing card shapes, in a panel of brushed white cardstock using my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine. I have placed a panel of printer paper over this cardstock to protect this paper from the cut marks from the cutting plate. It did help a little bit. I still ended up having some marks on my panel, and you can see those marks on the photos when I zoom in a little bit, but it does help. When I die cut the same panel without the printer paper, it looked really bad. In fact, I did make another card and I filmed the process of making that card. And while the card looked a little bit different, I had so many cut marks on the paper. I hated that card. I just could not allow that card to live, if you know what I mean. So if you get cut marks on your paper and if that bothers you, make sure to either use new cutting plates, but that's not something that's possible every time, or you can use a sheet of printer paper and protect your paper from the cut marks. So first, I was using the shape from the Kaleidoscope Noble Suits die set from Jaycee's collection. I had this card idea that I saw on Pinterest, and that idea inspired this whole card. And for that card, I needed to have a solid shape. Jaycee's Noble Suits Kaleidoscope dies, they cut shapes out, but all the shapes have detail added to them. So that gave me the idea of using the negative paper. Here I have my panel with the shape cut out, and I'm going to foil a sentiment in the center, above and below the shape. I'm adding the happy birthday above the shape and then another longer message under the shape. I'm using the Better Press plate sets from Jaycee's collection. These are from the Shuffling Sentiments press plate and die set. So you have the press plates and then the dies to cut them out. And I'm using a Best Ever Craft tape. I'm not going to better press them. I love to foil my Better Press sentiments, so this is what I'm going to do. And I'm using, as always, matte gold foil. In fact, I'm almost out and I need to place an order and get a new fresh roll of this foil color, as this is my favorite foil color and I use it all the time. You can definitely better press these sentiments in black ink to have a nice black impression on your paper. Here's a look at the sentiments foiled on my panel. They turned out fabulously. I love these sentiments. It says happy birthday and then play your cards right and enjoy every moment. I'm going to trim this panel down because I want to have a bit of a green border on my card. I first trimmed it to 4 by 5 1/4, but later trimmed it down to 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. I'm using Spellbinders corner rounder and I'm rounding the corners so that this panel really does look like a playing card. Here I still had the larger size of the panel, but later I used my trimmer again and trimmed it to 3 1/4 by 5 inches. Next, I'm going to add a flower inside the shape. I'm going to have that a little floral cluster come from behind the shape. I use the 4-petal Thank You floral dies from Spellbinders. These are an older die set, and I just assembled them off camera. I used green cardstock, orange, and peach. Next, I added a panel of black fun foam behind my die cut panel. This is going to provide dimension and stability to my panel. I used glue to adhere that onto the die cut panel, and then I used glue to adhere that onto a card base. I'm using dark green cardstock. I think this is Forest from Spellbinders. As you guys know, this is my favorite, one of my favorite colors because I always love to use dark colors of cardstock for my cards. I placed the magnets on top of my panel. These are magnets by Glassboard Studio. I am working on a Glassboard Studio glass mat. I have the black mat. I also have the white mat. I do prefer the black mat for my videos, but the white mat is just as good. And here I have the magnets from Glassboard Studio. They are fantastic because they always help me glue things down and hold things down when I'm working on my cards. I'm adding just a couple of extra leaves here and there to make the arrangement slightly fuller. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to add the shapes in the corners using glue to adhere those down. I was planning to add the number. I was going to go for like number 9 or number 8 or something, but as you can see, there's no room for the number, so I ended up not adding the number to the card. Finally, I used this little die from another die set from Spellbinders, and I die cut a little shapes. What I needed like a little gold line. I wanted a gold line to add to my card to sort of help me finish the design. I couldn't find any other die for that, so I used this die and I just trimmed it and I added the little line above and below the sentiment, and I embellished my flower centers with black gems from Spellbinders. So this is a look at the card I have for you today, created with Jaycee's collection. It's, again, a fabulous collection, a stunning collection, and I encourage you to check it out. Hopefully, I'll have more time to play with these products, and I will be back again soon with more cards. I love you guys. See you again soon.